These last couple of days on the internet have been kind of crazy. If you guys have been keeping up, um, Sketch has been under a lot of drama recently, and I thought, hey, I need to make a YouTube video, and I think this deserves as much spotlight on this whole situation as possible. So I thought, let's give it a little bit more attention that I think it deserves. For the few of you that might not know what's going on, recently this guy named Phone Books on YouTube exposed Sketch for his past, where he used to be a WEF gay content creator. That's where I'm gonna leave it. That's not really my place to delve into. Alright, I don't have any beef. I don't have any input on that. He's his own person. There's no reason that he should be getting hate for that, in my opinion. Let's just start with that. But he delved into that past, and when that first came out, a lot of people were kind of not exactly kind with their response because they didn't see Sketch as that type of person. When you think of Sketch, you think of "What's up, brother?" You don't think of that type of content. And so eventually, Sketch made a response. I would just like to discuss that a little bit and then how the community responded a little bit. Now, in Sketch's response, you guys can just go look it up. There's plenty of people reacting to it, and there's just his response on Twitch. He pretty much says, "Yes, I did it." All right, and he says it in a very sketch-like manner. The first thing he says is, "Let's address the elephant in the room." Yes, I got a new haircut. And he's hilarious. Everybody's probably seen a trending clip about the audios online, but he does take a couple moments within it to respond to said accusations. And I think that something that important that we need to talk about is that he admits he was struggling with addiction at the time. And I think that should make us connect with him more than ever. All right. I think every person in their life at one point or another has some sort of addiction to something, whether that be the type of content he was making, drugs, alcohol, whatever. Everybody has some sort of addiction at one point, or even just addicted to playing video games. And I feel like that shows that he's more human. I feel like that really allowed us to establish a connection with him there. He was just, he needed a way to help that addiction. Not saying that, listen, he might be gay, bi, straight, whatever. I'm not here to judge him on that. All I'm trying to say is, I think the main reason he made that type of content was in order to help with that addiction. And that's completely okay. That's a hard thing to deal with. And I'm so happy to see him now because he is so much better than I'm assuming he was back then. Because, he's not, at least to me, he doesn't seem like he's struggling with addiction. So I'm so happy to see Sketch doing better. That's all I'd ever want for him. You know, if he want to make that type of content, that's okay. He obviously didn't want it to be revealed. He deleted all ways of getting to that content. Really, it was kind of hard for the guy to find it. Phone Books was a jerk. He did a deep dive for no good reason. Sketch has never hurt a single person. A lot of people he might have hurt are some people on Madden for like dogging on them. I think the guy announced some of the draft for the NFL maybe a while back. He's like he was in I think a Fortnite advertisement with Kai Cenat. Like he has been all over media, and he was such a nice guy. And I don't understand why people are so hard on him. And like the main reason I'm confused on why people are so hard on him is because really, like I said, he didn't do anything to hurt people. And just a couple weeks ago, I remember Dr. Disrespect came out, and there was nobody being hard on him really. Everybody's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. We still support him, blah blah blah. And there was no pictures on whatever. And I feel like that's kind of rude. Why is it okay what Dr. Disrespect did versus what Sketch did? Sketch is completely okay. Everything he did was consensual, legal, perfectly fine. Everything that Dr. Disrespect represented was bad. And why are we not acknowledging that? And I don't like that that's the way he responded. And I'm not saying that I don't know why, but I kind of feel like it might revolve around the type of content that Sketch was doing. I don't like that. I don't like that that's a thing. Dr. Disrespect was worse. He broke the law. Sketch is fine. He was just doing himself. Like he was being himself. Who cares? You know, I really did not like that whole way that the situation has gone down. But one thing that I really did like about this situation though was seeing the community outreach. Sorry, I get a little emotional when I talk about this because it was so awesome. If you were to look at Banks, all right, Sketch was very upset when this first happened. And if you were watching the video, he kind of hinted that he wouldn't be here talking to us if he was alone at his house. And Banks, I don't know FaZe that well. I don't watch FaZe. I'd always assumed Banks was kind of like a like a smoke weed kind of chill. Like I don't really care type guy because like all his tattoos and everything, blah blah blah. But I saw on Twitter and I saw the text, and I believe in my heart that Banks saved him. I believe that Banks, Jinxie, Kai, all of these people that he made friends with, all of these people saved him. I think they all cared about him, and I think, Banks reaching out like that was amazing. I congratulate Banks. He's never gonna see this video, but thank you for doing that. I don't know Sketch, nor will I ever probably be able to talk to Sketch, but I appreciate what Sketch does. I think he's a great guy. You know, I think FaZe Banks was amazing for what he did to save Sketch. I think on top of that, if we were to look, at the responses afterwards, we got Kai, Duke Dennis, we got Jinxie, we got just about Ludwig, we got almost every person known to man responding to or reacting to Kai's, not Kai, sorry, Sketch's, apology, and they're all saying like, "Hey, this is okay. Why are we hating on him? Pocketbook is in the wrong," and I completely agree. Sketch does not deserve hate. All right, he did what he wanted to do at that time. It didn't hurt anybody. Really, there was no issue with it. He was himself, and a lot of people are too scared to do that. Sometimes I'm scared to be myself. Sketch was himself. He did what he wanted to do, and who cares? Nice job. I'm happy that he was that confident. But to see all these people responding and reaching out to him makes me so happy because it reminds me that humanity still has a little bit of hope. When they saw that Sketch was struggling, you know what they did? They reached out and tried to help Sketch. They didn't sit there and clip farm or make fun of him. They reached out and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" No, bro, we're not upset with you at all. We're worried about you. Come back to this house. I think without Banks, Sketch wouldn't be here right now. The way Banks handled that situation was beautiful. Sketch is here with us, and I hope he stays with us. I love his content. I hope he continues to make content. You know, he's a great YouTuber, great Twitch streamer. I love everything about him. And, I just feel like I need to talk about this. I see a lot of YouTubers talking about it. So I don't really have anything important to add to the situation. I just felt like I need to mention it with how popular it's been. That's just my opinion. I think it's okay. I think what he did was okay. I wanted to just show my opinion because I think this is one of those things that everybody's going to eventually talk about. I think that you just got to show where you stand. Not that I think I'm going to grow from this video. I just think this video was a good one that needed to be addressed to show where I stand and what my beliefs are. Because I feel like everybody is going to talk about this eventually. And I just wanted to get my side out there and what I feel towards this whole situation. Anyways, see you guys.